What if I told you there's one altcoin quietly outperforming the entire market, even after the recent crash? While most charts look broken, this project is showing unusual strength, steady accumulation, and real momentum behind the scenes. Today, we're not chasing hype. We're analyzing structure, timing, and how smart investors prepare before the next liquidity wave. Remember, success in crypto isn't about guessing the next moonshot. It's about recognizing patterns, staying consistent, and managing risk with discipline. In this video, I'll break down the key signals, technical zones, and mindset you need to navigate this market like a pro. Stay tuned, because what's happening now could reshape how you think about altcoins in 2025. You know, every market cycle has that one project that refuses to break, the one that quietly stands strong when everything else falls apart. Right now, Teo looks like that kind of story. While most charts are still recovering, Teo has been holding its ground, showing signs that long-term players might already be accumulating. And with a halving event coming in December, supply could tighten even more. But let's be clear, real confirmation doesn't come from hype or predictions. It comes from structure, patience, and data. I've seen this pattern before. It's how quiet conviction turns into big moves later. So the question is, are you paying attention to what's building beneath the noise? What's really interesting is what's happening beneath the surface. You won't see it on headlines or Twitter trends, but the charts tell a quiet story. Big players are slowly stepping in. When institutions start buying at the same levels again and again, that's not luck, that's confidence. I've seen this pattern for years. It's how smart money prepares long before the crowd notices. Think of it like the calm before a wave, silent, steady, and intentional. One of my mentors used to say, when the volume is low, but conviction is high, that's where the next move begins. So while retail traders chase noise, professionals are building positions. The question is, which side are you preparing to be on? Right now, Teo is moving inside what I like to call a range within a range. It's the kind of structure that tests your patience but rewards your discipline. Smart investors aren't trying to predict the next breakout. They're quietly buying near the lower boundary, where risk is lowest and opportunity is highest. Then, when price moves toward resistance, they take partial profits instead of chasing the crowd. That's how real consistency is built, through process, not emotion. If Teo eventually confirms a clean breakout above this mid-range zone, it could mark the beginning of a stronger, more sustainable growth phase. Until then, think of this period as training, where patience and preparation shape the winners of the next wave. At the end of the day, everything in this market still moves to Bitcoin's rhythm. It's the heartbeat of the entire crypto ecosystem. When Bitcoin holds its support zones and shows steady strength, it often gives smaller assets like Tau the room to breathe, even to push higher with momentum. But if Bitcoin slips into a deeper correction, that pressure usually spills over, keeping projects like Tau in a sideways phase. I've seen it happen countless times. One chart defines the mood of the whole market. So before looking for the next breakout, always check Bitcoin's pulse. If the leader stands firm, confidence flows back into the rest of the market. If not, patience becomes your best investment. Context always matters. Even outside of crypto, we're seeing traditional AI stocks, names like Nvidia, start to lose a bit of their explosive momentum. The hype that once fueled record gains is cooling down, showing what traders call momentum divergence. And in the crypto world, AI-related tokens are following that same rhythm, moving more slowly compared to Bitcoin. But that's not necessarily bad news. It's how markets reset before finding stronger footing. Every narrative needs a pause to breathe. I often remind my students, the smartest investors don't chase the hype. They study what happens after the excitement fades, because that's usually where real opportunities begin. In silence, when everyone else stops paying attention. If there's one thing I've learned after years in these markets, it's that patience always outperforms prediction. You don't need to guess every move. You just need to understand the rhythm of cycles, read the data, and align yourself with where the money actually flows. Wealth isn't built by reacting to headlines or chasing the latest trend. It's built by consistency and clarity. One of my clients once told me, "When I stopped trying to predict, I finally started to progress." That's the truth. In a world driven by noise, calm observation becomes your edge. So take a step back, breathe, and remember, your long-term success depends more on discipline than on any single market call. When we look at Tao against Bitcoin, the chart still tells a cautious story. Since early 2024, it's been forming lower highs, a sign that strength hasn't fully returned yet. But here's what matters. Every bearish structure eventually reaches a point where conviction shifts. That turning point often starts with a clean break above the previous lower high. Move that signals fresh momentum and renewed confidence from larger market players. I've seen this pattern repeat across countless assets over the years. It's never about predicting when the flip will happen, but about recognizing the signals when they appear. So, if Tao can reclaim that structure, it won't just a technical shift. Could mark the start of a new leadership phase. Now, let's talk about what could happen if Tao eventually breaks out of its long consolidation. Based on technical extensions, and again, these are not guarantees, the next potential targets could range between roughly $1,170 and $1,400, with longer-term mathematical projections reaching as high as $3,800. But here's the key. Those levels only matter if the market confirms strong continuation signals. Without structure and liquidity, numbers mean nothing. I always tell my students, price targets are just maps, not destinations. The market decides the pace. Your job is to manage the journey. So, treat these targets as potential milestones, not promises, and focus on reading confirmation signals before making any big moves. That's how professionals stay grounded. Right now, the key is adopting a range trading mindset. TAO has been consolidating for months, and until it clearly breaks out, the smartest move is to respect that rhythm. Professionals don't chase every candle. They plan their entries near range lows, take measured profits near resistance, and protect capital in between. Over the years, I've learned that emotional trading often costs more than any market correction. So instead of guessing the next big move, focus on building habits that keep you consistent: patience, position sizing, and discipline. Remember, stability is a strategy too. If the breakout comes, you'll be ready. And if it doesn't, your mindset will already set you apart from 90% of retail traders out there. At the end of the day, financial freedom isn't about catching the next pump. It's about mastering a process you can trust. The real edge comes from consistent learning, disciplined risk management, and using systems that take emotion out of the equation. I've seen people build entire portfolios not because they were lucky, but because they stayed consistent, even when nothing seemed to move. That's the mindset I want for you. Progress built on patience, not pressure. Because when you focus on process over prediction, freedom becomes a byproduct, not a chase. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights on building smarter, automated income in today's market. In the long run, the market doesn't reward guesswork. It rewards preparation. The people who build real wealth aren't chasing every headline. They're quietly studying, adapting, and staying consistent through every cycle. Success comes from systems that think when emotions can't, from habits that turn uncertainty into opportunity. I've seen it time and time again. Patience and preparation always outlast hype and fear. So keep your focus on what you can control: your education, your discipline, and your process. Let your systems do the heavy lifting while you stay informed and intentional. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights on smart investing, automation, and building long-term income in the digital economy.